Good day, everybody. To the Hawk again. So let's see if somebody comes on now. I know it's Friday, difficult. Y'all having party time. 16th of December. This is the day you need to remember. The last week, Eskom. Terrible. They lied to you. Cyril Ramaphosa came forward. He says, I'm shocked. I can't believe this. Just like Trump, he's fighting for his survival right now. If you don't understand what's really happening, the ANC is in uproar, in the middle of a turmoil, of a coup d'etat to get rid of Ramaphosa, because he's not towing the party line. And while they're fighting each other and stealing one another's stuff, Eskom, which is part of Ramaphosa's family, have been lying to you for years, staging emergency things and creating uh, emergency situations where they have to buy coal at massive amounts of money. And they shut down substations, which are very difficult to switch on because of the load. Hence, they've been battling to keep this up. They did it a couple of times. And you know, when you cry wolf too many times, something goes wrong. With the cable theft, most of the pylons have been cut below. They even climbed through the pylons to the top of the pylon and cut the ground wire or the earth wire. Most of the pylons, the bases have been chopped away and sold for scrap. Now in the Cape, even the train lines are not running. The main train lines are not running because they're stealing the wire. Who they're selling it to is a major factor. Those are the people you need to go after. Whoever buys the cable is the people you put in jail for life. They're affecting everybody's lives. But that doesn't happen because somebody's taking a bribe. I have a simple question for the ANC. What have you achieved in 25 years? Name one positive thing you have done to make the lives of South Africans, black, white, pink, and yellow, better. And I challenge every single politician in South Africa of the ANC, including all the other parties. You're all useless, waste of time, sleeping, causing havoc, doing nothing but stealing everybody's money. People of South Africa, on the 16th of December, this is the day you stand up. And you stand up and you block the roads to all the embassies in South Africa. And you wave the American flag. And you blame me for it. And let them arrest me. I don't care. You just give me publicity. Rise up in the millions. Block the roads with your tractors, with your trucks. Wave the American flag. Sing the American national anthem, just like the Hong Kong people are doing. I tell you what's going to happen. The world will take notice. On the 16th of December, get off your knees. Get off your knees. Get off your couches. Stop making excuses. Give the United States and the world a mandate to do something. Because if you do not, they will not come to help you. Today, Malema and his crowd started their conference for the EFF. Today is a perfect day. And for the next couple of days, it's a perfect day to give them load shedding, where they have no electricity to talk, no lights to sit in, no warm, nothing, no coffee, no warm water, no heat. Perfect day for load shedding. From today until the 16th, cut them off. You know where the substations are, cut them off. Teach them. To all the South Africans out there, I'm telling you to hack their accounts. Anybody that can get to their accounts that you can get information, get it. Expose them. If you don't want to give it to me, give it to the newspaper. Just put it on the internet and disappear. Go to an internet cafe and just download everything. Blast the world with their information. If they're stealing from your banks, expose them. If you know they're committing corruption on all these tenders, put it out there. Make them a nightmare. If you have information on them, send it to me. hawkshield10@gmail.com. I'll expose them. When they know I'm coming for them, they'll start getting scared. On the 16th of December, get off your knees. Get off your excuses. Look in the mirror and tell me that you are brave enough to do this. It takes a few brave men and women to do this. But I do not have a mandate to take to any senator in this country that will not listen. Today's Friday the 13th. Today's the day you make a decision, one way or the other. You have 3 days to stand up. On the 16th of December is a holiday. You look up to God and you say, God, please give me the strength to do what I'm about to do today. And today you stand up. Today you decide. To the old SF, to the old SFDF, tuck up your pants, put your boots on, put your pride back in your pocket, get off your knees, take your trucks, your farm equipment, and your people, and block those roads. Block those roads. In 25 years, the ANC has done nothing but deny you jobs, put racist laws in far worse than any apartheid laws ever were. To Cyril Ramaphosa, you're an absolute liar, cheat, snake. You're nothing to your people but scum. To the ANC, every single one of you are evil, disgusting, parasites, pigs who eat and eat and eat and do nothing for your people. Nothing. What clinics have you built? What schools have you built? What roads have you done? Why did you cut off the railway lines and put trucks there? Because you're making money with trucks. You're the most inefficient, irresponsible, corrupt government the world has ever seen. Useless to your people. You have allowed the police to be corrupt. You've allowed the criminals to take over your country. You're too scared to deal with it because you're scared they will vote you out. But it takes brave men, real leaders, to do things. And to the white people that are there, there's millions of you. Stand up and be counted. Get off your knees on the 16th. Look in the mirror and say, today's the last day I'll be treated like this. Demand that the 146 or 64 laws be removed from the government's books as of that day. If they don't refuse to pay taxes, let them take your houses, let them take your farms, let them take everything, but they cannot take your pride. And in the end, they will have nothing, nothing, because they cannot break you. On the 16th, if you want the world to know and you want a mandate, get off your goddamn knees. Get off your knees, get off your couches and put your excuses back in your pocket and get some pride and get in those streets and wave the American flag and shout, I want my freedom and I want it now. It's the only way. It's the only way. I have no mandate to take to the President of the United States because you will not unite. You will not stand together. And unless you stand together, you are useless. The world will not help you. They will not help you. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. 2019, all I've heard is excuses why you can't do something. You prayed for rain, and God gave you rain in abundance. He cleaned out the rivers. Now I'm telling you to stand up. Put your excuses away. And by the thousands, by the millions, block every goddamn street around these embassies and wave your flag and do not leave until the world takes notice. And on the 16th of December, you make your pact to God again, just like Blood River. And you say, you will remember this day. It is the only way you will get a mandate for the world to understand what is going on in South Africa. Do not give down. Do not stand back. Do not let them threaten you. Ramaphosa is lying to the world. The ANC is in turmoil. He's about to be taken down by even more evil men than he is. You do not want Julius Malema and his junk rubbish in your government. They too must be declared as terrorist organizations and removed from government. So go cut their power. Those that know how, cut it off. It's called load shedding. Why should they be privileged to have lights today until the 16th? I'm telling you to stand. Get off your knees. Make the world give me a mandate so we can do something. I cannot do nothing with nobody. Some of you have said you've signed the petitions. 100,000 is nothing. I need 1 million people. And you're making excuses again. I see the comments. Stop making excuses. You might as well stay on your knees then, because nobody's coming. Some of you might get killed this day, and some of you may not. But I'm not pulling punches anymore. I've tried to be nice. I've tried to unite you. You all hate each other. You're all jealous of each other. You all make excuses. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They're going to do this. Yes, they are. They're going to come to your house and they're going to take everything you have. And they're going to rape your children. And they're going to rape your wife. And they're going to rape your husband or murder him. And they're going to rape you. And they're going to murder you. And when Eskom collapses and there's no electricity and there's no water and no food, where they're coming? They're coming to you. Anybody that has something will lose it until there's nothing. And there will be a bloodbath of epic proportions. And there will be famine. You have 3 days to decide, are you going to be on your knees for the rest of your life and be at the mercy of just horror? You see, the problem is, the first time it happened, you let it go because of guilt. Instead of the law dealing with it, you let it go because of guilt. A guilt you do not need to carry anymore. The fact is, when the nationalist government came to power, apartheid was already in place by the British. They just took it over and made it worse. In fact, they were run mostly by outsiders. They even sold us all down the river while they forced us into that. To all the children born in the 1990s, you are not guilty of nothing because apartheid was removed. Therefore, you in your 30 years old do not and cannot be blamed for apartheid. My age group changed that system. We decided to remove it. So we are not guilty. We were forced into it just like everybody else. People prior to 60s, you are to blame for apartheid because you let it happen. But we did not remove apartheid to put it back. And to you, Mr. Ramaphosa, you made a mistake with land reform. Because like I said, I'm bringing the world. And I will see you in human rights court. I will hold you all accountable for human rights violations. You see, land reform without compensation is a human rights violation. Genocide and the prevention of genocide is a law in the United States. It's called the Eli Wiesel law, and you are violating it. And in 3 days' time, South Africa, stand up, get off your knees, and make the world notice that you are not victims, that you refuse to be the genocide of the next century. Put that excuse away. And the maybe, and is it going to happen? Or maybe it's going to happen. And what are they going to do when they see 1 million people driving down the street, blocking roads, pushing them out of the way? And yes, some people are going to die. And some people are going to get hurt. And maybe some people will be arrested. But believe me, 1 million people screaming, the world's going to tell South Africa, you let them go. And you change your policies. And you give me a mandate to take to the President of the United States. And you tell Lena Marx to stop kissing Ramaphosa's ass. She knows the truth. But guess what? Unless you give her a mandate, she has nothing to offer you. Nobody has. No more excuses. No more excuses. In 3 days' time, get off your knees, get yourself your pride back, and stand a million deep around those embassies, waving the American flag, singing the national anthem, just like in Hong Kong. And join forces before God, not this ungodly mess you're in now. And every day I'm going to call you, and then I'm going to remind you, and I'm going to tell you. Because 2020 is the year you take it back. You do not give in. You do not give them money. You demand change. Anybody that threatens you, any policeman that puts you in jail for no reason, you give me his name, I'll make him famous. We ain't playing no more. Any corrupt politician out there, I want you to hack his account. I want you to hack his phone. I want you to make him realize that we not playing no more. We coming, and we ain't playing no more. And I'm bringing the world, one person at a time. Get off your knees on the 16th. This is Memorial Day. This is Remembrance Day, the day they took on the whole world by themselves in a wagon train. And promised God they would remember this day. And they have. Or have you forgotten? This is the day you stand up in a circle and you tell them no more. I'm going to tell you something. Though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil. Psalm 23. This is the Hawk. Subscribe to my channel. Like, hit the bell. Remember, there's a lot of people that need. Donate to the channel. That money goes to a good cause. I'm helping farmers. Food aid. There's USAC flags out there. I sent lots of money this year, for flags and banners. They there. Ask around. People know who you are. There'll be 8 cities running them on this day. The rest of you that are close to these embassies, go there and block them by the millions. In 3 days' time, take your pride back and be South Africans. Take your place before God, not on your knees, on your feet. This is not against the government. This is not a revolution. This is a human rights that you are entitled to. No more. And I demand that the ANC remove the 164 laws, the BEE laws. These are purely racist, disgusting, pure and utter nonsense. It's discriminative, it's racism, and it's gonna go. Or I will demand sanctions. We will cripple that country. We will destroy you. And then the people will turn on you. We are done. 3 days' time. Stand up. Be counted. This is the Hawk. I'm out of here. Remember what I said. Get off your couch and put that excuse in your pocket. Pull up your pants. Tuck in your shirt. And walk pride. With pride. And say no more. I'm out of here.